Welcome to the gangster edition of Ridiculous Website Ideas.
Hey Alex,
Your
hat's a little bit funny. Do you want to fix it?
No, this is how I roll, man.
Oh, okay, cool.
I was born in the 80s.
All right, well, let's talk about websites, not the 80s, unless you want to talk about websites from then.
Fine.
Oh, wait,
okay.
There's no websites in the 80s.
There's no website in the 80s.
Go off and do that again. Oh, God.
Maybe there were.
All right, today's topic, spending a fortune on things only visible on desktop.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, because people look at the desktop all the time, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. I see a lot of websites out there, even some clients who we love. We always want to stress that fact.
We love our clients,
but
we just laugh at them sometimes.
But we've taken on to build a new website, but they've had an existing website, and some of those weren't mobile friendly, or weren't optimized for mobile experience, and it's so important. And
yeah, because people are like this all the time, right?
Yeah, because the thing is, many businesses and companies spend big bucks on a website with all the bells and whistles, things like animations, the right colors, all that sort of stuff, hoping that, this wow factor or impressive look is going to bring customers through the door. But sadly, even small businesses do this as well, that have really small budgets. They, put all their eggs in one basket, throw a heap of cash and get some web programmer to do some really fancy stuff, and they wonder why their sales aren't coming through the door.
Yeah. Well, I guess the common problem for that is web builders or web designers, we tend to program and design our websites on the desktop, right? So we're by default, we're always looking at the desktop, and we put a lot of our energy into making sure the desktop experience is on point and so on and so forth, right? Which is perfect, right? But it's just really important for us to understand that number one, the user base on mobile is only going to increase, if not is already exceeding the desktop users.
I want to say something controversial on that. I think the mobile website experience is more valuable, or is more important, I should say, than the desktop version.
100%.
What do you think?
Yeah, 100%.
I think the stats actually show, I could be wrong here, but I think it's around 70% of people who land on your website look at it from a smartphone or tablet rather than a desktop.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, how many times do we lie in bed and, thought of something you want to do research on, and, you've got a phone and then you go all day on the phone, right? Especially for online purchases as well. If you run an online store, you want to make it really, really simple. Like Amazon would be a perfect example, right? They thrive on this one-click purchase feature, just one click, where you go, right? So mobile is so important.
I saw a website the other day. It's on the desktop version. It was beautiful. It was a drone, and whenever you turn the mouse, it would go to the left. Whenever you turn the mouse to the right, it would go to the right.
Fancy.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, probably the guy spent about $5,000 just designing that feature, right?
Probably more than that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing though. Number one, they have nothing to do with drones. I don't actually know what they did, but they weren't a video production company. I can tell you that. And they don't sell drones. Number two, you go on the mobile version, it's a picture of a drone.
Yep.
It doesn't do anything.
Doesn't even work, right? Yeah, same goes to
mind-boggling.
Yeah, a lot of animation stuff like Flash, right? Flash is the devil, by the way, and it doesn't even work on mobile, right?
Yeah.
So companies spend all this money and time into things that only works on here, but majority of your users are actually engaging your content here, and it just creates that that's dysfunction.
I saw another website that had the logo right in the middle, and they had 4 buttons just below it, and same thing. You turn your mouse to the left, and it kind of transforms a little bit and follows the mouse.
Yeah.
Really cool feature on desktop. I went on mobile and it did nothing.
Yeah.
It was just static.
Yeah. I think it's also really important for us to, like in some of our content we talk about, is really important for you to have a 3-step process, or break things down in 2 or 3 steps. Anything more than 3, you're losing engagement already, right? So imagine, let's say you're a consulting business and you've got like a 10-step process on the desktop. You can lay them out as 2 rows of icons of 5, which is still okay without scrolling. But on the mobile, you got to scroll so much to go through that content, and people just disengage from that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not here to say that fancy animations and things like that aren't good for a website. I mean, we've got some on our website that I'm a little proud of. But the thing is, that is not what's going to bring customers through the door. And that's what you need to remember. When you pay a web programmer big bucks to do stuff like that, don't think that is what's going to bring people through the door. Your communication still needs to be on point, but there's nothing wrong with having a site that looks a little bit schmick, is there?
Yeah, speaking of schmick,
Find the balance.
Find a balance, and I'm gonna go back to my 80s mode.
Yeah, let's look schmick.
And
there we go.
You know what happened with the D-R-E.
and that is
This is where we
today's
leave the show.
There you go. See you guys next time.